Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. It's very early this morning to get up early, race up the coast. I'm very, very excited. I'm meeting an absolute legend on the sand, Nathan from Landmark Fishing Adventures. So I'm looking forward to catching him. I'm just going to wait for him to pop on by. I'm going to set up the chest cam now. I'm going to get the fishing rod out. I'm bringing up the 9'6" Affinity from Assassin. We are probably going to walk this stretch of beach, going to throw for some tailor early, maybe some herring. I still have yet to pick up a flathead recently off these beaches, so I really do want to throw some hard bodies, some metal slices, some vibes. I just want to throw lures, want to walk the beach, want to talk all things fishing with Nathan from Landmark Fishing Adventures. So stay tuned. We'll see you very shortly. It's about 5 o'clock. Probably got another half an hour before we can actually see what we're doing, but we're going to set up early, walk, pick some spots to go and fish, and we'll see you legends on the chest cam very soon. We are here, we're on the beach. Saturday morning, a lot of fog this morning, very overcast, feels fishy. I've had one, I'm pretty sure it was a tailor, one tailor's come and say good morning, but we're gonna start walking this beach very soon. This beach, for me, predominantly, I'm actually with a local legend as well, Nathan from Landmark Fishing Adventures. Please go and jump on his channel and check out his stuff. But me and Nathan predominantly will come to these areas and soak baits more in the winter months, but there is a lot of structure around here, and you can see the reefs to my right and left breaking out there, but there's a lot of structure. So we are certainly hopeful of finding some fish, but hopefully I can just watch Nathan catch some fish this morning. And again, I've probably done about 20 lure changes. We got up here pretty early, we're pretty keen to come down. There's already some anglers to our left setting up. As I said, normally I'd come up here and soak baits, but I thought why not bring the Vex wading bag, throw some lures around, have a chat, and see if we can tempt something on camera. But we'll see how we go. We're going to start walking this beach and we will get back to you. I've caught a lot of seaweed so far, but we can only try. Well, I'm not having any fun, but Nathan from Landmark, he's kept the shiver stick, the white one. I told him to assist. Yes, boy.
Finally did it, eh?
Hey, come here. Yes, mate, I'm stoked for you. That's persistence. That's okay on the white. I said that. Oh, mate, that's killer. It's a beauty, mate. Well done.
First one on the stick bait.
Oh, I'm stoked for you. That's sick. Beauty.
I needed to cut out the mask.
No, mate, it's all you. It's all you. That CID shiver stick. Oh, mate, I'm stoked for you. I knew that. I saw the white bait. I said, they've got to be here. They've got to be here. Oh, I'm stoked for him. That's sick.
Awesome, man. All right, I'm going to get this guy back.
Yeah, get him back. Sweet. As you can see, Nathan's showing me how to do it. So I just put on a surface saw. We saw a lot of white bait here. And I'm going to get back on the chest cam. I'm going to put my shiver stick back on. What a beautiful morning. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, fish is just a bonus. Let's go. Beauty. Glamour morning. No wind, a little bit of swell, lots of structure where we're fishing. We're going to start walking up the beach. We actually stopped because there's a massive school of whitebait that breached the surface. It definitely gets the heart pumping, heart racing, but those fish didn't stay. So I've just put on the real small shiver stick 11 gram silver. I just want to see if I can tempt any local herring, and then I'm going to put on my larger profiles and see if we can tangle with a few tailor, skippy, flathead. But how's the morning? It is absolute glamour. There's lots of seaweed currently, but that's part of fishing these areas with a lot of reef and structure. You know, it's part of the game. You've just got to battle through it. We'll have one more cast on the little shiver stick, and then we'll change the profile. Oh, it's just nice to be on the sand again. But it is frustrating when you see those disturbances and you can't get those fish to either turn, hit your lures, or stay. I think that school of fish were just cruising through, so we'll keep walking the beach, spending an hour or so spinning. As I said, me and Nathan normally would probably soak baits. There's a lot of keen anglers to my left soaking baits, and good on them. All right, let's do our 101 lure change. Let's go. It looks fishy, it's overcast, we're around reef and structure, but doesn't mean we're going to see any fish. So I've just put on, I'm mixing it up. I'm going back small profiles, then larger profiles. I've just got the 21 gram silver and white Sprat from CID. We'll do 2 more with this. And then we'll go back to some larger profiles and smaller ones. I thought I'd find a few herring, but again, I do mainly soak baits around here. I don't normally typically throw lures, but you know, it's nice to mix things up. It's a beautiful morning. It actually feels really fishy with this overcast conditions. We've seen one pretty good bust up, a lot of whitebait getting pushed up to the surface. I've had one lazy, I'm pretty sure Taylor nudged my metal slice. No real commitment though, just sort of came up and had a look and then swam off. Said, no, thank you. Yeah, I'll just do one more cast with this sprat and then we'll mix it up. Fair bit of surge in this water as well, so I am encouraged it's going to sort of help to push and hold the bait in close. But it does feel really fishy, I must say. But again, doesn't mean we're gonna find any fish this morning. So I think I'm gonna opt for a larger profile after this cast. And again, I reckon the fish, they'll probably just be just past that wave. You don't need to cast that far. We're gonna go to some spots along this beach where it's actually physical reef as well. So I'll use that structure and hopefully locate some fish. But yeah, other than the whitebait and one little nudge, it's been an exceptionally slow morning on the fishing front, but absolute glamour morning. All right, time for a lure change. What will I put on? Might put on the metal slice again, but with these overcast conditions, those white shiver sticks and even the pink and grey ones, they're going to really work really well in these low light levels. So let's do our lure change and get on casting. So much whitebait, still getting chased. I'm trying all my lures. I've actually bought 3 trays up with me this morning and I can't even tempt a herring, so this is very odd, very odd. Very nice overcast fishy conditions, but I'm just going to keep casting, that's all I can do. Very, very cool to see all the whitebait though. Just getting chased. And it's just holding right in before that first wave's forming, just sort of obviously hiding. And every now and then it just breaches the surface. So whatever's chasing him comes back for another go. Generally, if they are tailor or herring, usually you can pin them with several selections of lures, various different sizes and profiles. But for whatever reason this morning, I'm not having any luck. That's okay. I'm not giving up just yet. I am pretty keen to keep persisting. All right, still no lure change. Beautiful morning. It's so fishy. Nathan's there having a crack. Have a look at this. What a place. All right, lure change. Let's go. Very, very slow morning, but that's okay. I'm stoked Nathan got a nice little chopper on the CID white glow shiver stick, the larger size. Had some singles on it. You do lose a lot of fish once the fish hit the sand, and you're lucky enough to grab that fish, obviously let it go anyway. But yeah, look, these beaches, it is a lot of work casting lures. That was a horrible cast, Nolan, geez. Have you been casting long? But you know, it is rewarding because it only takes that one session where, you know, whether it's you hook a reel, your PB, Taylor, or, you know, you get a lot of fish actively feeding, just about putting in the time and having a crack. And again, just seeing all the whitebaits, just a really cool experience anyway. Being on the beach, walking, clearing the mind, and seeing all that bait and going, what's eating that bait? So I've got a bit of reef here right in front of me. So Nathan's obviously casting on that edge, so he's fishing that structure really well. So I'm just going to go a little bit, I'm just going to push a little bit further this way and just cast sort of in those pockets of that clean water right next to the reef. I've got a 30 gram jig on at the moment. And again, I'm just sort of using this jig and other metals just to see if I can locate where these fish are and what they are doing, because it has been very, very slow this morning. I mean, I haven't even been able to attempt a herring, which for me, generally not too hard to be able to find a herring to come and say hello. So I'll do a couple more casts with this metal jig. Again, I'm just sort of lifting it, letting it sink, doing a few twitches, just trying to really get that jig in that water to get noticed. But again, got a lot of overcast conditions this morning, been fantastic. So I'll probably most likely, I've got the pink and silver 110 shiver stick, one of my favourite sizes and colour for targeting tailor off these metro beaches. So I'll whack that on, do a couple of casts with that. I'll go down, I have thrown a small micro jig already. I will put on a few smaller shiver sticks. I am certainly trying. Don't worry about that, I'm absolutely doing my best to locate some fish, but unfortunately not the case today. But what a glamour morning, absolute glamour. This is just pure power. Oh, the bait again, right there, every time. Oh no, it's still going, still going. So, as I said, we're all, oh, it's coming back this way. What is eating that, bro? So I don't know what is eating that white bait, but I can't seem to entice the fish. I put on so many profiles. Oh, that is so cool, it's so visual. So much white bait getting chased. All right, one more cast, and then I'll try another lure. Try to tempt these fish to come and hit my lure. They're just so fixed on this white bait at the moment. All right, let's do a lure change. How's this weather? It's so overcast. So I'm almost about ready to give up. It's really hard to explain, but the amount of bait that we're seeing constantly getting chased, I mean, yeah, it's probably the most bait I've seen for a very long time off one little stretch of beach. Oh, crazy. So Nathan, at least Nathan's managed to actually land a fish though. I mean, it's pretty bad when I can't tempt a herring to come and hit one of my lures, that's for sure. So again, I'm pretty close to walking back. I don't know. You have these sessions, you obviously, you can't expect to catch fish every time you head out. You know, I understand that, I acknowledge that. So, you know, but when you've got so much, but I'm saying, when you've got such a large volume of bait getting chased, there's fish here. We know there's fish here. And it's just, I don't know. It's like, you know, when you do get those fish, it does make these sessions worth it. But I don't think I'm going to see a fish come out of the water today. But yeah, wow, incredible morning watching the whitebait get chased though. And this overcast conditions, it just, you know, someone said to me, would you go fishing? I'd say, well, absolutely. I've got I've got cloud cover, so it just gives those fish more coverage to ambush the prey. But they just don't want to ambush our lures. That's just how it goes. All right, so I've just got the pink and silver 110 CID shiver stick. Why I picked this colour? Because again, it's overcast, so that pink's really going to stand out in that water. I'll probably go back to a micro jig, one more metal slice, and I'll start walking back, I think. But yeah, I've had a few sessions like this year, but I've still been able to manage to at least pull out a herring. So I'm saying to Nathan, I'm pretty sure these actually are like smaller tailor, and they're just not switching onto any profile that we're throwing, so that's okay. All right, we'll do a lure change. See if I can find at least a herring. Well, I'm walking off the beach. Nathan's, he said, come on, you're not gonna catch a fish. So look at this, it's so overcast. It's actually incredible. So I'm gonna do a part 2 of my video because I'm gonna go to another area tomorrow, and hopefully, even if I can catch a herring, I'll be pretty stoked. But I just want to thank Nathan again for coming down. And look, he got his first tailor lure, which it's just so cool to see someone else catch fish. Yes, I would have loved to catch a fish, but not to be. So I'm gonna race off home, and I'll see you back on the chest cam tomorrow bright and early, and hopefully I can tempt at least a lazy herring. But yeah, beautiful morning on the beach, overcast, fishy, fishless. All right, we'll see you again soon. You. Welcome back, legends. It's Monday afternoon. I've actually convinced the kids, don't hook the boy. I've actually convinced the kids and the beautiful wife to come down. Now the mission this afternoon, we've got don't go in front of the fishing line, mate, you're gonna get hooked up. The mission this afternoon is to secure a couple of fresh fillets for the kids. So we're gonna throw out some metal slices, some small hard bodies, got a little bit of swell. The wife's just throwing out a 20-gram jig at the moment. We're going to mix it up. We've got some shiver sticks, some sprats. We're going to stay down here for about 20 minutes. Hopefully get a couple of herring for the kids for dinner. We'll put you on the chest cam. If there's any action, we'll get back to you. Beautiful Monday afternoon. Best way spending it on the beach. Phew! Let's go. You know, where we live, you know, we're so blessed. So, you know, we've got the daughter there having a quick fish. Jed's having a swim. I said, I don't really expect to catch too much here. There's not really much structure. I haven't got any burley. We've literally come down, brought one rod. We've got the 9'6" Affinity from Assassin. We've got a little tray of metal jigs, hard bodies, some slices, a couple of soft plastics. If we can get a couple of fillets for the kids' dinner, happy days. If not, Jed's been able to have a swim. Jane's just, you know, soaking it all in, finishing the day off. How you going there, Vod? Just a real slow wind. Slow wind, a couple of twitches. As I said, we've got no burley, no bait, just got a tray of lures, lots of hopes and dreams. Hopefully we can get some fresh fillets. We'll keep you posted, but what a way to finish the day. I reckon one more cast of that vibe, then we'll chuck on the old trusty shiver stick. All right, what colour? You've got blue, silver, or yellow to try?
Yellow.
She's going yellow, my favourite colour. Okay.
My favourite colour.
Have you got any hits yet?
Yeah, couple.
All right, we'll get them. Let's go. We need fillets. Let's go. All right, we'll get back to you. All right, legends, we're back. Got the wife a chair this time. Boys having a swim. This is round 2 of our metro land-based fishing scene. Having a swim. I've actually brought down some burley today. I'm going to do some Vex pre-made rigs. I'm going to use bait as well as lures because we really want to get some fillets. A cost of living crisis. I'm going to put you on the chest cam. I've got some fish frames, some bread, a lot of hopes and dreams. I'm going to get these 2 rods. I brought 2 down today because we want fillets. We'll get you on the chest cam and we'll see you legends soon. Another easterly afternoon, glamour conditions, more keen anglers there having a crack. Why wouldn't you? All right, let's go. Phew. So I'm under the pump. I haven't actually set up any of my rigs. So I've just got the Vexed burley rig number 8. Done really well with this. I'm going to put it on the 9'6" Affinity from Assassin. I'm going to make up some burley. Now, I haven't even made up any burley. This is a very quick dash. We're going to put this Vex pre-made rig onto my fast clip on that 9'6", make the burley, cut up some fresh squid, get casting. I'm excited, let's go. Phew. All right, I've made up my burley, gonna squeeze it in this cage. What I also do as well, put a little bit of sand, just holds it in cast, put some squid on, these little long shank hooks. Long shank hooks are best for the beach. Fish don't swallow the hooks, can release them if you don't want to keep them. Put this squid on here. I think my beautiful wife's going to hold this rod. I've got to get the other one set up. I'm going to throw lures with the other one. We've got our burley, got our squid, got our burley bag down here. Jed's still having a swim. You might want to leave the water soon, buddy, because I'm burling up. Phew. All right, wash the hands. Have our first cast. Hey? Now you can swim if you want. Enjoy, mate. Enjoy like everyone else around here. All right. Jane's going for it. First cast. Can we do it? Yeah.
I don't know my personal register.
Yeah, that's all right. It's always safe when you're down the beach, my love. All right, first cast. Can she do it? I'm going to set the other rod up there. Here we go. I am excited. 2 days in a row. Cannot complain. And we almost hit Jed. All right, there we go. Glamour afternoon. So I've just put on the little 10-gram white and silver micro jig from Major Craft. It's rigged up with 2 assist hooks and just that fast clip. I'm going to cast this out for Violet. All we need, Violet, is a couple of fillets. Can you do it?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Let's have a cast. What a way to finish the day. Beautiful Monday afternoon. Very strong easterly. Let's have a cast and see if we can get a few fresh fillets. If we can't, Jed's having a swim down there. He's loving it. We're trying to hook Jed, but we're going to throw the 10-gram little jig out and see if we can get some fresh fillets. Let's go. Oh, I've definitely got high hopes today because we've got the burley bag set up. I mean, we've got a very strong easterly, but we have got bait today. as well as our lures. Yesterday we came down with no burley and we just did a couple of, I think we did about 10, maybe 15 minutes of casting. Didn't get one bump or any follows, but hopefully my beautiful wife, which she's got the 9'6" Affinity from Assassin, we're just gonna keep throwing out the polar that I mixed up with oil. Very, very quick run down the beach. We're not gonna stay long. We've got other keen anglers that are actually fishing where I normally fish, which is absolutely fine. They beat me down. But hopefully, the key will be that we've got the burley in the water and we can hopefully get a couple of fish off this open beach. All right, wind that one in, dear. We'll check that one. Yeah, no bait. She's been baited. Chuck it in the rod holder behind you, Jane, and I'll sort it out. All right, we've got to get some more bait on that rod and get it out. Lots of pickers, but that's good signs. Oh, what a glamour afternoon. Was that swim good, Jed? Yeah. Beauty. All right, let's get some more bait in that rod. Let's get it. Down the bottom. That's essentially your sinker. That's your casting aid. We've just got that pre-made. I mixed up some polar with some oil. Got some squid on the two long shank hooks. That's pre-made rig. Saves a lot of time and effort. Just straight down the beach. Clip on your fast clip and away you go. Whooshka. Now that got picked apart before I could give the rod back to Jane. So hopefully this time she finds a fish. But I'm going to keep throwing out some lures, some shiver sticks, some little micro jigs. There's definitely sand whiting here because they're getting bites straight away. We just need the herring to come. Or flathead or skippy, are you going to hold that? You've got to feel for bites. Okay, I'm going to keep casting. I mean, it's a glamour afternoon, evening, but as you can see, I've got all the oil. I've created a nice little oil trail, little slick in the water. We've got the burley bag here on the shoreline, doing lures and bait. You know, sometimes it just is what it is. I mean, there's lots of keen anglers on the groin spinning. Lots of keen anglers to my left. There's about 3 or 4 different crews. And you know what? We might not see one fish come out of the ocean today. And that's perfectly okay, but we are determined to get some fish one of these afternoons because I think all week there's no sea breezes before that cyclone starts messing up the weather. I mean, definitely getting little pickers, little sand whiting, but what's that? Yeah, bust ups. Jed's having fun with his mum on the beach. What a magical evening afternoon. A couple of fish would be lovely. We're all having a bit of fun. Jed's had another swim. It's actually pretty much no wind now. It's almost a glass off, but where are these spicy little herring? Yes, mate. If you can catch a fish, Jed, that'd be great, because obviously I can't today. Yeah, I'm just doing micro jig still. I'll probably, oh, come on, Jed! Jed, come here! Go, go, go! Wind it in, go, boy, go! Yeah, but nice and slow, nice and slow. All right, Jed's on. That was on the 15 gram micro. Take your time, take your time! Keep winding, keep winding! Walk back, hey? No, surely not. No, it's still on, it's swimming. Yeah, Jenny! Woo! Yeah, so we mission success. Stop whining. Beautiful little herring that finally come into the burley.
Is that going to be bait?
We'll keep it anyway, bait or dinner. All right, mission success on the little micro jig. All right, we're going to get this in the bucket. We found a fish. Beauty. And he's definitely seen better days, so we'll get him in the bucket. We'll humanely dispatch him and we'll get casting again. Right at the shoreline too, so on the 7-foot Assassin Slayer. Beautiful rod. All right, bud. We'll put you in the bucket. We'll keep casting, beauty. All right, we did it. Jed managed to pull a fish in. So the mission is a success. There is fish off these beach. Just gotta say, you gotta put it, oh, I think they're bubbling now. We might have them in our burley, Jed. Hold on to that rod, mate. I reckon it's gonna go off. So I've just got the 15 gram, another little metal jig from Major Craft. So I think the fish are down a bit deeper. But have a look at that sunset. What a cracker. Best way to finish the day. And it just goes to show persistence, bringing down some bait, burley, along with our lures, has paid off. Yeah, we're not breaking any records, but we're having a bloody good time down here. Jed's literally in the zone. He is that focused. He is literally waiting for that rod to go off. One more cast with this. I'll probably go I'll go my silver 11 gram CID shiver stick. I want to go down to my white micro jig before that sun hits the water. Any bites, Jed? Getting any bites? Any bites? Not really? That's okay. But yeah, so that oil has certainly brought some fish in. What we want now, Jed, is a nice, look at that moon. The moon's up as well. Be nice to pick up a nice flathead now, nice skippy. But yeah, we've managed to, oh, there we go, they're in the oil. All right, I'm gonna get this, look at that, they're busting up, they're busting up. I've got to get in there. We've got to bust up, we've got to bust up. All right, here we go. So that oil, I've got the fish bubbling on the surface. We'll just throw that in there, right into my burley that I've created. I've just seen some disturbance now, so we'll go a couple more casts with this. Nice and slow. How are you going? You getting bites? Jed's so focused. This is about the time the herring will come through. You sort of get, you know, sort of half an hour before that sun hits the water, then another half an hour as it goes. You get some really good afternoon fishing. But it's clearly evident to see that we needed oil, so at least we've got a couple of fish breaching the surface out there in that oil, enjoying my free burley. We'll do one more with this. Couple of casts with the shiver stick, couple with the micro jig, and we'll have to get out of here. We've got things to do, but we managed to tempt a fish. So that was the goal. So we're not breaking any records, but anyone can come down to these beaches and just have a great time with the family, mates. Some days you'll catch some really good fish, other days you'll catch nothing. But I mean, look where we live. This is absolute paradise. Watching that sunset for the day is just amazing. All right, let's do a lure change. We'll check the bait rod, and we're going to get out of here very shortly. What a cracking afternoon. We're going to wrap it up very shortly. Got some fish bubbling on the surface, but still not really that interested. I'm just going to throw out the bait rod, a few more casts. Every time I cast that out, that oil disperses. I've just got Jane there. She's just working back a little 10 gram, my favourite white and silver at the moment. Another couple more casts, got some more keen there. There is so many people down the beach today. And again, why wouldn't you with this glamour conditions? But again, doesn't mean you're going to catch anything, but I'd much rather be here than at home, that's for sure. So, you want to have this one, Jed, or? All right, give this to Jed. Just about to watch the sunset. It's just almost 6:30, so we're going to make a run for it very soon. And we'll have a couple more casts and we'll get out of here. What a cracking evening. Any hits, any bites? Nothing? That's okay. All right, see how we go. We'll be out of here shortly. Have a look at the sun setting for the day. That oil there is just right in close, so hopefully Jed will manage to pull something out. Another fish. See how we go. So we've got the herring. Oh, look at them bubbling up. We've got the herring now bubbling up in the oil. We'll see if they want to hit some lures. Been very slow to come to the party. It's taken them a long time to come and find my burley and my oil and us here. So I've still got that little white and silver jig on. And it's, you know, the sun has gone for the day, but I'm still keeping an eye on the water. I'm looking for disturbances. As I said, these metro beaches are a lot of fun, a lot of sessions for not much, but you know, when you do hit the fish, it does make it all makes it all well worthwhile. Oh, glamour afternoon. This is just amazing. So I'll probably do one more cast with this. Oh, look at them all out there in the oil. They're teasing us. So they're out there enjoying my oil. I'll see if I can go and chuck this into the school. I said they're enjoying my free burley, so it'd be rude of them not to come in and say hello. So I'll just follow this school up the beach a little bit. Look, they're right in front of us, Jane. Do you want me to cast that again? Yeah, I'll take this. I'll just cast it here while they're here. Here we go. You take this one back. They're in that oil now. See, I'm just going to lob that right there where the herring have just come. They've just hit. I've literally just thrown that in the school. Hey, Surely. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go put on a little shiver stick. I'll maybe do one more with this. They've definitely rocked up, but they've been a little bit late to the party. So I've just thrown that bait right into the school. As I said, we can actually see them bubbling up now in the oil. But they're not too hungry by the looks of it, which is a bit of a shame. So we'll do one more with this little jig. I'm going to put on my little shiver stick, and then I'm going to put on the silver. But yeah, we're going to lose light very shortly, so it's still very cool to see these fish cruising along. Yeah, they're not interested at all. I haven't had any other bumps. Have you getting bites? Nah. Like you can see them bubbling in the oil. They keep reaching the surface. All right, I'll do a lure change. I'm watching these fish bubbling on the surface. If you want, I can put some more. Do you want to have one more cast with the? Yeah, that was not a bad bite. I was going to say I might just put the burley on one more time. I'm going to do a lure change. I'm going to put a shiver stick on and racing because we are losing light. Got to pack all this up, as you can see, all my stuff there. All right, let's put a shiver stick on quickly. Probably do one more cast of bait, then we've got to get out of here. Like half an hour ago, but it's just too nice down here, and the fish are actually, they're bubbling up in this oil. Jane and me, we can't believe, Jane's got the squid on with the Vex pre-made rig. Not really any bites at all, is there? And I've got this I've actually got a 15-gram silver jig on from Major Craft. These fish, they are literally bubbling up, and I'm not even getting a bump or even a little nudge. But we've got to get out of here. I'm glad I'm able to provide fish some burley, some free meal. There we go. Oh, they just keep, that was a little nudge. Oh, how do you stop? I got a little nudge that time, Jane. All right, one more. Man, it's been tough. One of these afternoons is going to go off, so whoever gets it, whoever picks a day, well done. But it's not going to be us. We are not breaking any records. Yeah, it's just strange. Just nothing. Just no interest. All right, this is definitely my last cast. We've got to get out of here. We've had our fun. Didn't work out for us today. That's okay. These calm conditions, they really do make it hard work. So it's really nice to come down and enjoy the water, but doesn't mean the fish are going to be on the bite. But one of these afternoons has to go off. It just does. Hey, I can't believe it. All right, I reckon this will be number 4 or 5 I've lost on camera. So I'm not even going to call it. I don't reckon I'm going to get this in. No, I think I lost it. I lost another one. You're freaking shitting me. It only takes one good fish, but you know, I've lost so many fish. They're just like right at the end of, you know, before I wind the lure in, right, probably the last couple of meters they commit. They're very, very lazy. They're not, only just gentle nudging it. That's okay. It's been fun. This little Slayer from Assassin, such a light rod. I don't know if I'm going to give it back to Jed. I'm going to probably claim this is one of mine. And nothing there. All right, we'll pack it up, eh? I might cast this out for you and I'll pack that one up. Yeah, I'll swap with you. Yeah, I'll take this one, Jay. I'm going to pack that one up and we've got to get out of here. Few fish. Didn't land many. Lost a lot. It's got this fast clip. As I was saying with this Vex pre-made rigs, they all come with the foam. Straight back on there. Leave the fast clip on. The ropes are going to probably go out again. That's all ready to pack up. Jane's having a last cast. We're getting out of here. We've had our fun. Glamour, afternoon, evening, but yeah, fish didn't come to the party. Time to go. Phew. Well, legends, that's us done. Time is now 7:30 on a beautiful Tuesday evening. We've had 3 goes at it, haven't caught a lot of fish, and that's the reality of land-based metro fishing, and that's what I wouldn't want to show it any other way. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. Hopefully, next video we can find a few more fish, but we've had some fun. The kids have come down a few times, caught up with Nathan from Landmark Fishing. Absolute spectacular session up there. Even though we only managed to pin one fish, it's more the chats, the banter, and just fishing with like-minded people. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. As always, thanks for watching. Be safe, be kind, tight lines, and we'll see you legends on the water again soon. You.